Sunday Cafe. This is your man Dion, and I'm back again. And today we're going to be making guacamole, but with a special twist. Mango. So I like to call this recipe Dionamole. So what we start off with is red onion. Then I use heirloom tomatoes because I find heirloom tomatoes to be more robust in flavor. I got a yellow one and a kind of maroonish one. Makes the color look real nice on the finished product. I also use a large lemon, 2 limes, and I also have about 6 ripe avocado, a habanero pepper, and a handful of cilantro. So what I'm going to do is get ready to start cutting this up. And I'm using one of my favorite kitchen gadgets, which is a Vidalia Chop Wizard. If you don't have one, oh, you have to get it. It makes chopping real simple and easy. I'll just cut my onion there, stick it in here, push it down, chops it right up. And we'll do that. And we'll also can use it to do the habanero pepper as well. We use the smaller grade in order to get the more finer pieces of the jalapeno, or the habanero rather. You don't want large chunks. And you just put it in there, that's simple, just like that. Then we can come back and finish chopping this later. But I also get my cilantro, have my scissors here, cut it up. So it's nice and fine. Having the right tools for the job makes it easy. So I got my lime lemon squeezer. I can just cut it in half. Take the top off. And you just put it in here and get your juice from squeezing that lemon, twisting it. We do the same with the lime. Take the lime and you squeeze it. All right, now let's get to working on these tomatoes. Got my handy chopper there. A few slices. Put it in, push it down. Put it in, push it down. Just that simple. Did I happen to tell you how much I like this little machine? Oh yeah. Look at these nice golden yellow tomatoes. Gonna make it look real nice. Oh yeah. Now it's time for my mangoes. Nice and ripe. Slice it down. Ooh, look at that color. This is a nice one right here. And then you just dice the mango so you can put it inside my slicer. Okay, time to knock out these avocados. Is it avocado or avocado? I guess it depends on where you're from. Just split it in half. Oh, perfect. Got a nice color. Take that up. I got an avocado knife. Good for slicing it. Just score it. If you like yours in chunks, score it, and then you just go along the edge in between the meat of the avocado and the skin, and it drops right on out. Take it, score it. Scoop it out. It also helps if you put on some of your favorite music. Makes cooking enjoyable. Alright, now that we got everything all chopped up, it's time to put it all together. We have my avocado here. Like I said, I like my avocado chunky, so we put a nice amount in. Here we got my mangoes. Look at that. Put it all in there. And then we got the sweetness of the mango, and we're gonna balance it out against the hot fire of the habanero. And then we put in our red onions. Put in my heirloom tomato mixture, which are the red, yellow, and the maroon one. And we'll take the juice from our lemon and the lime. Go ahead and pour that in. Go ahead and get that pulp in there. Get all that flavor. And then got your cilantro. Woo-wee! Also use lemon pepper. About two teaspoons. Himalayan salt, same about 2 teaspoons. Then we're just gonna mix it up here. Oh yeah. The rest of these avocados in there. Blend it up real well. And there you have it. You got your Dianamole. Yes. Here it is, Dianamole, the special guacamole with mango and habanero pepper. So let's see how it tastes. Woo, mama! That's some good stuff. Sorry, didn't mean to talk with my mouth full, but that's just how good it is. Until next time, enjoy yourself.
Hi, today we're going to be making a healthy summer snack that anybody can make at home. And all you're going to need is a blender, a freezer, some fresh fruits, and like freezing cups and like something to hold it on. Specifically like maybe popsicle sticks are much better than straws. They're easier to stay on. Straws are a little bit harder to stay on. So right now I'm cutting up the apples into smaller pieces so I can blend easier. And these popsicles can last up. I don't know if I said that, but these are smoothie popsicles that you can make at home, easy, any day. So I have my bananas here. They broke off like nothing, so I don't really have to chop them up because bananas are pretty soft. Peels and move all of those fresh fruits to the side. Now I'm gonna get my baby spinach and I'm gonna use about a handful of baby spinach. Here I'm gonna be using organic super smoothie. It has blueberries, strawberries, and that is the mango, frozen mango that I'm going to be using. This is the blender I'm going to be using, and I'm going to be using those cups and straws to make the popsicles themselves. I'm going to go ahead and blend it to smoothie. There should be a smoothie setting on all blenders, so if you don't have one, that's okay.
Hey everybody, it's your personal chef, Chef Troy B, with another easy lunchtime fix for those who are doing virtual Lent. I hope you're all having a great holiday weekend. I was good enough to take a Friday off, so I'm feeling quite good today. But we're going to make a really simple vegetable fried rice. Super quick, super easy, and we're just going to have a good time with it. My vision is to strengthen, renew, and restore interpersonal relationships through the sharing of meals and the joy of cooking. So I got some rice, which I made earlier. This recipe is really good when you make, if you're using like day-old rice or anything like that. I have some shredded carrots, which I bought. I also have the Trader Joe's soy katash. So instead of lima beans, those are edamame or soybeans with corn, a little bit of red peppers. Super convenient. So you can just grab a bag of vegetables. This is also a good way to get rid of any little dribs and drabs of vegetables that you may have in your refrigerator. You can add any vegetables in here. So I got some scallions. We're going to use the white inside the stir fry. And then we're going to use the green for the garnish. And then I took the time to dice up some firm tofu and roast it with a little bit of soy sauce and some seasoning, some salt, pepper, and some garlic. And I roasted that in the oven. So that's going to be our meat. And then we're going to use some rice rind vinegar, some low sodium soy sauce. Then I have some umami pepper seasoning, mushroom seasoning. I got a little, we'll do some black pepper. And I got another item for some garnish. It has some seaweed and some sesame seeds. You see I'm not using a wok, but I got my fire super high. So this is stir frying, so it's just quick. So with any kind of stir frying, you gotta make sure you have all your ingredients together because it goes so fast that if you're looking for stuff, you're gonna burn everything up. So you see I'm rocking right now. So the oil's getting nice and hot. I'm gonna give it a quick test. Yes, it's ready to go. So it gets like 3/4 of the way done, and then you add in your vegetables and your rice. I'm gonna flatten that out a little bit, let that cook some more. Out of here, grab your plate. Like I said, if you would do some chicken or add it at the end, if you got two different types of diets going on in your household, if someone's not a plant-based eater, then you just make some chicken separate. They can throw it on the top. And there you have it. Vegetable fried rice, a quick lunch, and some good eating. So I hope you enjoyed this session. Hope you have a great weekend. My name is Chef Troy B, and you know my reward is an empty plate. Be blessed. Good chef. Chef Troy B. Hey, we made it through another week. I'm back with y'all now to show you another easy dish that you can make. Today we're going to be doing some pan-seared salmon, and we're going to put it on top of a nice green leaf salad with a little citrus vinaigrette. So you know how we get started. I like to cast a vision. So my vision is to strengthen, renew, and restore interpersonal relationships through the sharing of meals and the joy of cooking. So now that we got that all the way, we're only dealing with one ingredient today. I got some Norwegian salmon. This is farm raised, nice little thin fillets. I like skin on. I'm gonna show you two ways. I'm gonna show you doing the skin as a show side and the non-skin side as a show side. So we're gonna do same application but two different versions. I made a little seasoning blend with some salt, pepper, a little bit of Old Bay seasoning, and some garlic, and that's pretty much all you need. So when we're pan searing, you gotta get our pan hot. So we're gonna do this on a medium heat today because my fillets are super thin today. So the trick about pan searing, and this is also called sauteing, is that you want to get your pan hot. So once you get your pan hot, then you're going to add your fat. And today I'm going to be using avocado oil, but you can use olive oil if you want. Now you don't have to use the extra virgin. You can. If I'm sauteing or searing something, I'm going to use oil with a high smoke point, so I don't have to worry about it burning. Oil starting to shimmer, so we're going to do one that's skin side down, and that's what you want to hear. You want to hear that sizzle. That lets you know your pan is hot. We're going to do one that's non-skin side down. The hardest thing about sauteing is that you got to be patient, especially when you're searing something. Fish is cool because it has a built-in temperature. We're going to cook this about 3/4 the way through before we flip it. So you can see how you can see on the side of the salmon how it's starting to cook, and it's like a built-in thermometer, so you can watch the heat travel through the fish. Now I cook my fish to a medium, which is an internal temperature of about 145 if you're using a thermometer, but you cook it the way you want. My motto is, it's already dead, don't kill it again. So just an easy little mixed green salad. Put a little shredded carrots on there. Did a couple of 7-minute eggs. And I made a vinaigrette to go with everything. So remember, a vinaigrette is 1 part vinegar to 3 parts oil. So really it's done. I like to give it a little finger test, and that's perfect. But really, this is ready to go, ready to eat. So, and you got that nice crust on there, which is going to be lovely. So, hey, this is your personal chef, Chef Troy B, wishing you a wonderful weekend, a great week, and I'll see you again next week. Bon appetit. Love you all. your personal chef, Chef Troy B. So let's do a cheese omelet. I love a good omelet. So we're just gonna show you how to make a simple diner style cheese omelet. You know how we get started. Gotta cast my vision. So my vision is to strengthen, renew, and restore interpersonal relationships through the joy of cooking and the sharing of meals. So we're going to get our pan hot, of course, and then we add our fat, which is going to be the butter. So we want this on a nice medium to medium low heat. A traditional omelet, they like to say you got to have a quiet pan. So you don't want your butter to burn or get too brown, and you definitely don't want your omelet to burn. So while that's getting hot, I'm gonna add about 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm using an 8-inch nonstick pan. And while that's getting hot and melted, I'm gonna grab the best whisk in the world, a fork, and I'm just gonna whisk my eggs together. I don't want any air bubbles in them. Now we're gonna start working the eggs. Turn the fire up just a tad. So now we're gonna start making the curds. Now this is a diner style. This is not the traditional French way where you roll the eggs into a shape, and then they normally split the egg and then add the filling. So this is kind of more the omelet that you'll get inside a diner. Nonstick pan, and I'm just going to flip it. Nice and easy. So I'm going to turn off the heat now because there's enough heat in there to finish cooking the eggs. I'm going to add my cheese, and then I'm going to fold this over like this. You can add as much cheese as you want. That's beautiful. Just slide it out on your plate real easy, and voila. A cheese omelet with a top with a little salsa. So there you have it. Quick, super easy. You can bang these out in no time flat.
Hi, welcome to Sunday Cafe. My name is Delian Bussy and this is my kitchen. We're going to make a simple avocado tomato salad. You notice I said avocado first because I love avocado. So whatever order you like, tomato avocado or avocado tomato. We have 4 tomatoes, 2 avocados, about half of a red onion, half of a lemon, some basil and some parsley, and about a cup of olives. Let's chop everything up and we'll get it in our bowl. Okay, everything is chopped up and ready to go. I have my tomatoes, my olives, avocado, and herbs and onion. Now I use these kind of olives are called Kalamata olives. They are saltier and a bit tangy. I use those because, as you notice, the recipe doesn't call for any salt or any oil. So I wanted to bring out as much flavor as possible, so I used those saltier type of olives. Green olive would work also really well in this recipe. Now we're going to just get some lemon juice going on there. That should be good. And we're going to just fold everything together. Look at this. You can already smell how the flavors are blending together. Beautiful. So we have our salad. Nice and easy. A nice change from the regular lettuce or kale. Very good.
Hello, my name is Phyllis Edmonds and I am a member here at Berean, and I am a vegan chef. And I am here this afternoon to demonstrate 2 vegan dishes in anticipation of Thanksgiving. The first dish that I'm going to do will be vegan macaroni and cheese. And my ingredients for the vegan macaroni and cheese will be vegan cheese, vegan mozzarella cheese, and what I'm going to be using is vegan Follow Your Heart mozzarella. That's of course dairy-free. It's Carmela Creamery, and this is a nut kind of cheese. Of course, I'm going to be using the Follow Your Heart dairy-free cheddar shreds. Lemon juice, I'll be adding lemon juice, and here are lemons, and I've squeezed the lemon juice out of fresh lemons. I choose to use the juice from fresh lemons because what I want to do is take that lemon juice and just sharpen up my cheese just a little bit. So what I'll be doing is soaking my cheese in the lemon juice before I use it. And then the next thing is keeping it healthy. We're going to have organic whole wheat elbow pasta, macaroni. And if I need it, I'll be using just egg as a possible filler because a lot of people use egg in their macaroni and cheese. I use chicken seasoning, the vegan chicken seasoning. I use garlic powder and just a tiny bit of onion, some seasoned salt, and of course, turmeric. We have the vegan tofu sour cream, Chobani oat milk. Last but not least, the nutritional yeast that gives it flavor. Now this Nutrilicious was all over Facebook and it's all over the internet recommending people try it because it has such a cheesy taste. Our water is boiling and I recommend that you wait for the water to boil before you add your noodles or your elbow macaroni. So I'm gonna put, about a teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna add the macaroni to the boiling water. And as I said, this is organic whole wheat. We have the macaroni, it's been drained and rinsed. I'm gonna add the seasoning because I want my noodles to directly come in contact with my seasonings first before I add anything else. The Tofutti vegan sour cream. The nutritional yeast flakes. Add it to taste. And I'm gonna use a little bit of this just egg, the vegan egg that's made from plants, just to loosen it up a little bit. Milk, plain and extra creamy. All right, then I'll add my cheese. Spray olive oil. Okay, we're gonna finish off the macaroni and cheese. We've mixed it, seasoned it. Now I'm going to add some cheese on top. Okay? All right, I'm gonna go over here and put this in the oven and get back to you and let you see it when it's finished. Straight out of the oven, ready to be consumed. So delicious, traditional, African-American celebratory meal for Thanksgiving.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jordan of Blue Zone Island. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making enchilada casserole, and emphasis on the chill part of it because it's so easy. I really am hungry. What we have for ingredients are corn tortillas, refried black beans, spinach, mixed mushrooms. There's some shiitake, portobellas, and oyster. Got tofu, tomatoes, green onions, lime juice, nutritional yeast flakes, crushed garlic, 3 cloves, pink salt, cumin, chili powder, black olives, and green salsa, as well as one of my favorite fake cheeses or imitation cheeses. This is mozzarella by Follow Your Heart, and they make fantastic dairy-free options. Okay, so this is super easy, and it's really mainly assembly, which makes it super fast and easy. So first, what I'm gonna do is start with the bottom layer, which involves the corn tortilla. And I'm gonna kind of break this in half simply because of the shape of the square pan that I have here. I just wanna cover the bottom with the layer of the corn tortillas. Something like that. And then I'm going to add the next layer, which is your black bean, refried beans. And this is about 3 cups, I would say. Something that's nice about this is you don't have to worry too much about the salt level because the refried beans already have salt added, so at this stage you don't have to add a lot of seasonings. Next, I'm going to add the mixture of mushrooms. And then I'm going to put in a little bit of sliced tomatoes. These were cherry tomatoes. Tomatoes are great for lycopene. The lycopene is part of what makes them red, and it's good for a person's prostate, which I don't have one, but it's got benefits for women too. All right, so now I'm going to put a little bit of the cumin at this point because these are like moist ingredients, and while it's in the oven, it'll kind of marry together with this cumin. The rest of this will. I got a little chili powder here, and these are really unnecessary steps. If you don't want to add the extra stuff, you're totally at liberty to not do so, but I'm just trying to make it my own. Now I'm going to layer this with this is not just baby spinach. I think there may be some baby kale too, but my greenery is gonna go in there. And then at this point, I've got the tofu. So what I'm gonna do with this tofu, it's been drained, it's firm. I'm gonna just like pretty much crumble it with my hands like this, and then it will be kind of like a cheese, kind of like some sort of imitation dairy product. That's what that's the taste and the mouthfeel it's going to give. This is lime juice, so that'll give it a little bit of an acrid punch. And then I've got nutritional yeast flakes. This is not a common ingredient, but you can get it at Whole Foods or other kind of health food markets. I would say that was probably 2 teaspoons worth. And I'm gonna kind of mix that together. And I'm also going to put some of the crushed garlic in. I think I'll put all of it in. And then we're just going to kind of mix it up. Super easy. This can also be used as an imitation feta cheese on top of pasta. You just let your imagination fly with this. All right, so now we're gonna pack that on top of the greens here. Then I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of our mozzarella, imitation mozzarella on top. and make another layer with the corn tortillas. And then we're gonna top all this off with the salsa. This will add a bit of a kick. It's a little bit spicy. If you don't like spicy foods, you can substitute it with your favorite tomato sauce. It all works. It's very flexible and customizable. So now I'm going to put a little bit of the cheese on the top. And I shouldn't say cheese because it's fake cheese, but that's the only cheese I have in my world. So I'll just call it cheese. All right, lastly, we're gonna put the black olives on the top here. Makes it look enchilada-y. And some green onions. And that's it. So after you have layered everything up, you're ready to put it in the oven. It's just like plug and play, which I love because then you can do other things while it's baking for the next 40 minutes or so. I put it on about 400 degrees on the middle rack. So while you're waiting for your enchilada casserole to cook, you can read a book or wash all these tiny dishes. All right, it is smelling good in here. Let's see if it's ready. Oh yeah. All right, we've got our enchilada casserole. And I'm going to just cut a little piece here. There are about 400 at least types of beans, and beans are a wonder food. They're so good for you in a lot of different ways. There was a survey that suggested that those who eat beans regularly actually weigh less and have smaller waist, and I think it has something to do with the fact that beans are protein packed and also full of fiber. Fiber keeps things moving the way that they should. They also can potentially decrease your risk of having a heart attack by up to 38% if you eat them every day. So it's an easy way to get your plant-based health punch. Let's taste the moment of truth. This is delicious. Love it. So the beans are perfectly seasoned. They have that creamy mouthfeel, and then it's contrasted by the layer of greens on top, which kind of gives it a little bit of crunch, even though it's been in the oven for 40 minutes. And then the mushrooms, they kind of have a nice chew to it. It's almost like a meaty thing. It gives you something to like really enjoy with your teeth. So thank you so much for joining me. I shouldn't say that when I'm talking with food in my mouth. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of my cooking show. If you enjoyed this show, please share it with your friends. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe as well. So as always, let your food be your medicine.
Well, I'm Laura Davis, and I'm so excited to have you all here in the kitchen with me. And I've got my girls here. I've got Bridget Mack, Brandy, and Charlene Seawood, and we're gonna cook up some wonderful, delightful delectables today. So what I'm gonna make today, I'm calling it a beef a beef turnover, but it's something that they serve in many, many different countries. They have a similar one in Jamaica. They call it a beef patty. They have one in Argentina and Peru, even in Puerto Rico, it's empanada, and they have one in Nigeria. So this is my assimilation, and what my inspiration was actually was you, Bridget, because she said, Laura, you should make that beef patty that you made for Ida's bridal shower 25 years ago. And so I don't remember what I did, so hopefully you guys are gonna love it. But let's get started, okay? So we're gonna start out here with, I'm gonna put my skillet on, and we're gonna put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil in the pan. You really should warm your pan up before you put olive oil in, or any type of oil. And we're gonna start with our aromatics. Those are the things that make things smell good, your aroma. So we're gonna put some onions. Turn this up just a little bit. Andy, do you like to cook?
Yeah, I love to cook.
Have you ever had like a beef patty or empanada before?
No, I have to have one before.
Well, I think you're in for a treat. You're gonna really love this a lot. So we're gonna get this started here. Once those have sauteed for about 3 to 5 minutes, they become nicely translucent, we're going to add our garlic. You don't want to add your garlic at the same time because it will burn, and burnt garlic is really bitter. So we're gonna give that just a minute. All right, so our onions are nice and translucent. We're gonna add our garlic now. This only needs to cook for about 30 seconds, just till you can start smelling the wonderfulness. I love the smell of garlic. It smells delicious. It does, doesn't it? All right, so that's good. Now, the vegetarian meat that I'm using today is the Impossible Burger. You can use anything, but I love the Impossible Burger because to me, it just has a wonderful flavor. It assimilates beef so much. And now you can get it anywhere. We used to only be able to get it at the ABC, but you can get it from Publix, from Kroger, from Walmart, Trader Joe's. But in fact, when I had this the first time, were you with us, Bridget? We were with Emma Mackey. Shout out to Emma! And Kathy and to Morgan. You know, they are Berean royalty, right? But anyway, what I love about this is, you know, it's just wonderful. But anyway, so I'm going to use about 1.5 pounds. It comes in 12 ounces, so maybe a package and a half of this. Okay, so we're going to put this in. Now, if you all have never used the Impossible Burger before, it cooks just like ground beef, okay? It's red, looks like blood, but it's not. So you, the face, Bridget. But you cook it, of course, until it's no longer red. Chop it up, just like you would with ground beef. You let that cook. Okay, so as this is browning, see how nicely it browns so quickly, just like with ground beef or ground turkey. Oh, and it's vegan too, I think. Is it vegan? I think it is vegan.
It is.
It is vegan. It's just not without soy. Yeah,
Right.
it's vegan too. Right. Okay, so anyway, so as this is browning up, I'm going to add our seasoning. So we got a lot of seasonings to go in here. I'm going to start out with some cumin. I have about a teaspoon and a half of cumin. I've got some smoked paprika. I love smoked paprika. Wonderful. And I've got some allspice. Add that. A little cayenne for a little kick. How do I say it? Bam? I didn't say bam?
Emma?
Oh, onion? Oh, I used to love Justin Wilson. Little thyme. We could all use a little more thyme, right? And then, let this brown up just a little bit more. Looks yummy. Thank you, and it smells even better. Yes, it does. Now, this is not black pepper.
That's what it's
That's our
called,
secret
not
seasoning.
black pepper.
That's funny. You know, growing up, of course, we didn't use black pepper, and I guess we probably shouldn't use it now either. All right, and this is full of flavor, guys. And the next two items that I'm going to add may seem a little bit weird, but I'm going to add some olives, green olives, the Spanish ones with the pimentos in it. I don't know if you remember, we had those in those before. And I'm going to add some golden raisins. It'll give a little bit of sweetness. You've got the savory, the salty, the sweet. It's going to be delicious. All right, so we're going to just let this simmer just a little bit until all of the liquid is out. And while this is simmering, we're going to work on our pastry.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to add in a bouillon cube of that. Of course, with any bouillon, you need to add some water.
Can you use the beef flavored seasoning from the ABC one?
You can, and I'm really in love with this new one, guys. I love the, there's one that comes in a jar. What's it called? Oh, I love it so much. You can use McKay's. I'm not really crazy about McKay's beef. I like McKay's chicken. Okay, so I have my puff pastry here that comes in usually a package of 2. And so I separated the 2. I'm going to use both of those, but I'm going to roll them out individually. To about 5-inch circles. And for each of these sheets, you should be able to get about 6 of your round circles. I'm going to use a bunk pan because I found this morning and I thought this would be the perfect size for our empanada stick spray. That's good. Okay, so it's time to stuff them. Or stuff it since I only cut one. I didn't add any salt, guys, because there was salt in the bouillon, and then also olives tend to be really salty. That's really good. All right. I don't think it needs anything.
Okay.
All right, good. So you want to fill it. You don't want to overfill them. But the key to this, guys, is you've got to be sure that when you crimp it, that you crimp it really, really hard, because otherwise it will come apart
out
when it's baking. And they're going to be golden brown and delicious, and then we're going to try them, guys. I hope you love them. All right. All right, so in the oven they go. All right, so guys, we've popped them in the oven, and in 18 minutes,
Hi, happy holidays. Van Johnson here, and we're going to be making a couple holiday margaritas. They're going to be virgin margaritas, and I'll start off by the ingredients I have. I'm using simply tropical fruit juice, and you can use pineapple juice or whatever else you like. I had fresh squeezed lime juice and fresh squeezed orange juice that I squeezed in this little rimmer, and I put them in this glass container. Then I have berry sugar for my Remy my glasses. I got fresh strawberries, and I have my shaker glass. This glass will be used for the frozen margaritas. I'm gonna do a shaken, then I'll do a frozen. Same ingredients, it'll just be whirled up in the Vitamixer. As I said before, I got all my juices in here. I have a muddler for my strawberries that I'm gonna add to the drink because that fresh fruit just mixed is perfect. And I got my lemons, oranges, and limes all prepped up for garnish, or even to add to the drink. It's really good. So I'm gonna start off by, we'll do the shaken one first. I'll add some ice. To my shaker. And then I'll add my juice. And then I have some muddled strawberries. This is a muddler, and that's just a regular bar kind of glass from my last job. And I'll add those. This way you get it ice cold, you mix all the ingredients, and hopefully it won't spill. And then you wiggle the glass, take it off. And without disturbing, smells good. Without disturbing the sugar, you hold the glass halfway over and pour. Yummy. And that'll be $5.95. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing here. Ice. Vitamixer, juice. Generally, you have to play around with this. This smells incredible. Actually, it's better than just the pineapple juice. The more liquid, the more fluid. But if you want a thicker drink, you add less fluid. So for that, I'm going to add a few strawberries. However many you want. And it's okay if they have a little stem on there. It'll grind it up. Now, let's rim the glass. So I'll take a glass, lemon, lime, or whatever you want. Go around. Turn your glass, shake it. Don't bang it. There you go. So as you drink, you just turn the glass and you get nice. That one has 3 kinds of berries in it. Got it on Amazon. My other strawberry. Same thing here. I'm gonna score my strawberry. Relax it. Put it on there. Lime. You take your lime. Just give it a little cut. Now we come over to the blender, maybe a little more ice. And by the way, those berries smell awesome. That's the sound. Can you hear that engine on the gas? Nice. There you have it. Frozen. By the time it gets out to the table, it'll start to mellow out. And there you are, 2 nice holiday drinks. Which one do you want? Let's see what Brianna thinks about the drinks.
Wow, that is absolutely delicious.
Good. $15.
Put it on my face.
Excited! It's time for the tasting. We're ready.
It is so delicious.
That's it.
So good. So you got
Very
the
good.
sweet and the salty,
Yes,
the
yeah.
savory, the spicy. I hope you guys try this at home. It's really delicious. It's easy, and it makes you look like a rock star.
Delicious.
Yay! From our table to yours, we're going to send you over to Tanya Spans, to her kitchen. She's got some wonderful, wonderful things there for you guys also. Take it over, Tanya.
Bye.
Bye. Try these.
No need to ask, she's a smoothie operator. I'm Dr. Jordan with Blue Zone Island. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm feeling islandy. We're going to make a mango smoothie. Mango is a big part of my life. It's just like the lifeblood of my veins. And what I'm gonna make here is a 3-ingredient smoothie. There's mangoes, dates, and water. That's it. The key is that you have to have the right type of mangoes, because if they're frozen and you buy them but they're underripe when they're picked, it's going to take away from the flavor. The type that I like comes from, you can get them at Lidl or Harris Teeter. It's the Harris Teeter brand, and it's delicious. This is a simple way to get a lot of vitamin C, vitamin A, and boron with the dates. So let's get into it. With this mango smoothie, less is more. I would recommend not adding a banana or blueberries or spinach or anything else. All you need is the mango, the dates, and the water. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put my frozen mango into the NutriBullet. I'm gonna call myself the smoothie operator. So now we've got the dates. Make sure you take the pits out. I have 5 dates, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You really don't need that much, but it does make the smoothie sweeter. And if you so happen to get a mango that's not the most ripe and not the sweetest, this will compensate. It has a caramely flavor and it's sweet and it's just delicious. So now I'm gonna just put some water in here, enough to really make it smooth. Assemble the NutriBullet. This is my favorite gadget in the kitchen. I use it a lot for so many things other than just smoothies. It's good for making épis. If you're Haitian, you know what that is. It's like basically herbs and stuff that you blend together, and it's the basis of a lot of savory dishes. But anyway, enough about that. Let's get back to this smoothie because it's gonna knock our socks off and we don't want to delay that. So let's pour this. So what is vitamin C good for? Vitamin C is good for your skin. It's required in the production of collagen. So a lot of ladies who are trying to avoid the wrinkleage that happens naturally with age will use topical collagen, but this smoothie might be a delightful way to accomplish that as well. Vitamin A is good for your eyes. And mangoes, they say, may be helpful in preventing things like macular degeneration and cataracts. So, taste this. It is so tangy. And then you have the little bits of dates that give you a textural interest because it's a little chewy. And you can just feel the life flowing into your body, like from your head to your toe. I'm feeling the life. So you definitely need to try it. Once again, I'd like to say thank you to all the new subscribers. If you like these videos, please subscribe, share, like, and follow me on Instagram. Also, remember, there's no need to ask. She's a smoothie operator.